In my headcanon, he listens, he watches me. In my headcanon, Bill Burr watches the stream with the lovely Nia. They sit down in their jammies. He goes, "How are ya?" And they just watch me on YouTube. They put the YouTube on. That's what, it's just, let me dream, okay? Can I dream? Is that okay? Why is everybody poo-pooing on my dreams? This is my dream. Now the Hillary Clinton of comedy. Joe Rogan or Bill Burr? Be informed. Compare them on the issues that matter. Billionaires. People are worried that Elon is going to steal everyone's money. He has 400 billion. Elon's not going to steal your money. That's not what he's doing. He's a super genius that has been f***ed with. When you've been f***ed with by these nitwits that behind the three-letter agencies, and you're dealing with one of the smartest people alive, helping Donald Trump get into office and find out what corruption is really going on, you f***ed up. You f***ed up, and you picked the wrong psychopath on the spectrum. He's going to you down and find out what's going on and what's good for everybody. That's how you should be looking at this. Like, wow, we have a brilliant mind examining these really corrupt and goofy systems and bringing a bunch of psychopath wizards. On the issue of billionaires, they need to be down, you know, like fucking rabid dogs. All right? Billionaires are good for no one but themselves. Okay? That's it. Playlist from Tomasi's if you missed it. Oh, I did miss it. I want to see what Bill Burr had to say. There was a quote that everybody wanted me to watch from Bill Burr. What the f*** was an incredible impression? You've been practicing that? No, I've just been a Bill Burr fan for years. And I used to listen to his podcast all the time.
In that same event, Trump advisor Elon Musk raised eyebrows for a gesture some are comparing to a Nazi salute.
Nazi salute?
Nazi salute?
Nazi salute.
A Nazi salute.
A
Nazi.
America, love it or leave it, and all of this type of shit. And it's like, you know, all those guys who died on D-Day, they were fighting Hitler. Like, I've lived so long. Like, you know, everything just sort of changes after a while. It's like, wait a minute, are people trying to say he was a good guy now? The fucking level of ignorance out there. And what is that Twitter guy? He literally sieged Heil. He didn't just Heil. You know, you can accidentally Heil. Hey! Oh, so, I didn't mean like that. I didn't mean like that. But when you add the sieg, you meant it. Good Lord. It is just so funny to me how when I was growing up, all of these women that hated men, they were always focusing on the athletes and they never paid attention to the nerds. And now look at it. You know, you were paying attention to the wrong people. You know, I don't know what their deal was. They were upset because you were a good-looking guy and you could score a touchdown. These nerds just silently resenting beautiful women, resenting, you know, the good-looking guy, the Burt Reynolds guy out there with the T-tops, crushing it. Silently resenting. And now we are in the true revenge of the nerds era. And look at that guy. With his Turkish hair plugs and his laminated face, and now he's out here sieg heiling. I mean, that guy is off his rocker. I can't believe he's still in, like, whatever position he just got. Like, how do you keep that guy in that position? It's like, wait a minute, this guy is he rooting for the other side? He's on the Axis side? All of these movies along the...
Yeah, the problem is, I think a lot of Americans are on the Axis side. Like, there are more Americans that actively would have been a part of the German Bund movement than I previously thought.
Way, the greatest generation, D-Day, all of those lives that were sacrificed so that people could live free. And this nerd, because he couldn't get any pussy in high school, is now identifying with Hitler. Oh, my God. This is where liberalism is bad. Because, and why extreme conservatism works over liberalism is because liberals at heart are non-confrontational. And this is like some shit that needs to be stomped out immediately. that people are going to like try to lead us back in that direction. I mean, what are we doing? This is the United States. We're united, not divided. And like, are we really going to this up? Elon Musk couldn't get any pussy in high school. Like we're really going to this whole thing up? Guy, I mean, I don't know. It just boggles my mind. I don't know. Well, we'll see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays. Why would he be a Nazi? Like, what does he feel he's not getting as a white man? I mean, it's like you're a billion. You got more money than anybody. You're still upset? Like, how do you have the bandwidth with the amount of fun you're shooting rockets off and all of this stuff? You still have the bandwidth to be like not liking people because they don't look like you? Is that what it is? I mean, to be honest with you, nobody looks like Elon Musk. That's what scared me about that guy. You know what I mean? Like Hitler couldn't live up to his version of what the perfect human was. What do you like, blonde, blue-eyed, and all of those Scandinavian people? And like he was this ugly little control. That was one ugly son of a bitch, I will tell you that. You know, scowling. He definitely came with the grunge vibe before grunge music. You know? Hitler definitely had Seattle energy. He was not a Sunset Strip guy. T-tops, doing some blow, walking, flying, driving down the street with some big-titted blonde. That was not his vibe. He was... Hitler's chicks had hairy legs. I'm going to say that's what it was. That's what he could get. He was a private. He was a private in the service. He was a private in the army. And I don't know. And we all paid the fucking price. So now here comes another one. Here comes another one. You know what? The greatest country and the freest country in the world needs fascism.
Springfield will have its first annual Do What You Feel festival this Saturday, whenever you feel like showing up. It'll be a welcome change from our annual Do It, started by German settlers in 1946.
Unreal. I hate that expression, come to Jesus moment. What does that mean? All right? I'm running from that guy. All right? Not him personally. All right? I got no problem with that surfing-looking guy. You know, he looks like he, you know, goes out on a board out there in Malibu.
Oh my God, it's Jesus!
The surfer-looking guy. He loves his own jokes, dude. This is also probably the only way he can do a one-person pod because he's just constantly cracking his ass up himself.
You know, carves up the waves or whatever. I got no beef with him. But I stay away from those guys. You know, I cut out.
Says you? Come on, dude. At least I talked to like 30,000 people in here. There is a little bit of back and forth. Although I do crack myself up. Yes, it is true. And I do talk to myself for 8 hours a day. But at least there's some feedback in the chat that I'm responding to. Bro, you laughed at shit jokes you've made before. Bottom of the barrel stuff. Not going to lie. God damn. You've given me money, $5 for 52 months in a row. Okay? 52 months in a row. And you're over here shitting. What does that say about you? Huh? What does that say about you? That you fund this silly man, okay, who laughs at his own bottom of the barrel jokes. It seems like you're laughing too. I'm laughing. You're laughing. We're laughing together. We crowed. Okay, I cried. She cried. We crowed. You're laughing too. You're like, damn, that Hasan did it again. You can also subscribe for $6 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Put me down, gringo. No, I picked your little ass up like this, okay? I picked you like a baby and put you on the town square. Anyway.
Like the middle. You know, religion, you know what? It's like trying to give money to a charity. It's like trying to get the money to the actual people that use it once it goes through the infrastructure is impossible. And that's what I find with, like, if you're going to try to have a relationship with the higher power,
for the five
I don't
gifted
get
Luke
how you
and
do
Master.
that through organized religion. You know? just inherently, it doesn't make any sense. I feel like your sense of a higher power and that there's something bigger than you is your own personal thing, and that somebody privatized it and turned it into a business and then starts throwing down rules and scaring the shit out of you and telling you if you do this, you do that, all of this shit. They don't know. They have no idea what they're talking about. And now it's a business and they're making all this money. You make money, you got boats. You got boats, you got money, you got whores. You got whores, you're out there, fucking having a good time. You don't want it to end. So then, I don't know, it all fucking goes away. So I feel like that's my own business. And if all these different groups can make up their own bullshit or what the fuck they think's going to happen after you die, why can't I? How come I can't have my own bullshit? And I like my bullshit because it doesn't involve anybody else. I'm not putting it on anybody. There's no collection basket. There's no pedophiles. There's no getting in bed with the Nazis. And, oh, did we have some of your money? Sorry about that. There's none of that shit. None of that shit. There's no terrorists. There's no fucking 90 virgin. There's none of that shit. None of that shit.
Don't ask how come, why come the pastor have to have him a nice house? Why come pastor got to have a nice car? Don't ask. I said, don't ask. I said, don't ask. No questions.
None of that shit. I don't even know what it is. It's just it's your own fucking thing. You're on your own. Maybe that's what some people, I think they just like the group dynamic. Just to be part of something. I mean, a lot of people don't know this, but the Nazi party started with a bake sale, and people just wanted.
This is what I imagine when Hasan pulls up a chatter's comment. It is true. That is literally what it is. Oh my God. I wish I could just pick you up by your head like that and have your arms flail around and be like, yeah, stop. Stop it. But that's literally it. I'm over here get over here. Get over here right now. Just pick you up. Come here, chatter. Anyway.
Wanting to be part of a community. Who is Elon Musk dating?
You are the political Bill Burr. An absolute bully, but a well-liked one. No, I'm not like Bill Burr. Bill Burr has, due to the nature of his career, he has developed tremendous good faith from a lot of groups that unironically will listen to him and go, he's so based and he's so smart and so funny, while simultaneously turn around and yell at me about how much of a hypocritical socialist I am. But that's part of the reason why I love Bill Burr is because he has a way of speaking the language. I'll never be able to do that. Our background is different. Our aesthetics are different. You know what I mean? Bill Burr is the guy who appeals to your coworkers. Your coworkers will listen to Bill Burr and go, "Oh, this is a funny guy. I can see where he's coming from."
Can you imagine his chick when he just sees him go out there and then just watches him start Sieg heiling? Oh my God, what is he doing? He's going to burn this whole thing down. I think he just lost his job. Oh, wait a minute. Nothing happened. I cannot believe nothing happened. Nothing happened. How do you explain that away?
Musk posted on X, frankly, they need better dirty tricks. The everyone is Hitler attack is so tired.
How close are you to getting him on the show? Further than ever before.
I saw some guy who was saying gesture truthism and trying to make it seem like people were saying that he wasn't Sieg heiling. He goes, okay, what was he doing? What was he saying? And then my rockets are going to get launched and they go that way. Maybe it was taken out of context. You know who would do the Sieg part of the Heil, but not the whole Sieg Heil, was that Celine Dion. It was like she was a Nazi that was stuttering. You know what I mean? She couldn't quite get through it. She would Sieg. She'd punch herself in the cleavage. Hey, Elon Musk, if you don't mind, we'd like to enjoy our life. I don't think we need to.
Has he ever said where he gets his news from? I think I hate to admit this, but I think he's a big Jimmy Dore head. He doesn't completely align with him, though, clearly. But I think that he might be like an actual Jimmy Dore guy.
Reboot Adolf Hitler, you fucking lunatic. I'm sorry, pretty girls don't like you until you have $1 billion.
I hope not anymore.
Dude, when he was Sieg Highland, that looked like one of those crazy Nick Cage movies.
No, he's not. He's just friends with him because Jimmy was a comic before. I thought he would watch a bunch of Jimmy Dore stuff initially.
Like, you ever see that clip when Nick Cage went out and he was like throwing karate kicks?
In my headcanon, he listens, he watches me. In my headcanon, Bill Burr watches the stream with the lovely Nia. They sit down in their jammies. He goes, "How are ya?" And they just watch me on YouTube. They put the YouTube on. That's what, it's just, let me dream, okay? Can I dream? Is that okay? Why is everybody poo-pooing on my dreams? This is my dream.
He was like promoting a movie, and he just fucking went out, and I don't know what. He was probably towards the end. Some people don't know. You do those press junkets, you're gonna get asked the same 30 questions like 30 million times, and after a while, you kind of fucking lose your mind. And that's what I love about that clip. I feel like Nick was at the end of his wits there, and he was just out there fucking throwing kicks.
I've never seen this clip before. Dude, Bill Burr brings up only the most relevant stuff.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Elon, he has all this money and power, and he thought it was going to fill that fucking void, and it didn't. And rather than face it in a panic of the profound loneliness. Okay, and I'm coming from an empathetic place here because I experienced that when I took mushrooms. It's a profound sense of loneliness. And then you either face that and figure out where it is, or you just go full Nazi. And go. I feel he's more Mussolini. If I'm to look at his face, I feel he's more Mussolini than he is Hitler. I got to be honest with you. The fact that he did that and everyone isn't fucking outraged is just is beyond me. Because I always felt like this country collectively all agreed that Hitler was not a good person, to put it mildly. And I also think that we all look at World War II as far as the sacrifices that were made and what was prevented was a good thing. I feel like that's the last war that we had where people weren't like, some people like, well, Vietnam, they were stopping the spread of communism. And other people like, no, that was just a fucking whatever, right? But World War II, I was always collectively like, yeah, those were bad people. They needed to be stopped. And the sacrifices that people made was not in vain. That was, without a doubt, a just operation. I thought that's where we all were. And the irony that this fucking asshole was able to make $1 billion in the nation that those kids saved in the 1940s would then turn around and fucking spoon with the person that was killing their fucking fellow soldiers. It's beyond me. It's just fucking beyond me. I don't know. You know what he reminds me of? Like back in the day, like when I was coming up, there was an entire generation of comedians that I was in that was enamored with Bill Hicks. And you'd see these Bill Hicks ripoffs, and they would go on stage and they would have like a leather jacket and they'd be smoking a.
Does Bill know Elon's from apartheid South Africa? Yeah, I think Bill. There's no way Bill thinks that Elon is from Germany, right?
Cigarette talking about society, man. I feel like he's doing that. I think he's like a recovered nerd, and now he's trying to be like the bad boy. What was that Johnny Depp movie? It was a really good movie. All of it. I like all those movies, but like it was that one. The fuck was it called? It was almost like a musical. He was like 1950s.
It's crazy when you think about it. It's crazy how hot Johnny Depp used to be.
Baby or something like that.
Like,
I feel like he's trying to be that
wild.
character. He's trying to be like this bad boy. This bad boy that Kate Moss would date. And I just don't think it's going to happen no matter how much money he has. I think that realization hit him. And he didn't know how to handle it. And
before people used to be, he aged like wine. Oh no. The Amber Heard trial, I think, really bricked a lot of people's brains. Like it is pretty crazy how hard the fucking Amber Heard trial just like created this fissure in most people's collective conscious. Like that, this is what people are. He's an old man, bro. What the fuck do you want from him? First of all, he's not just like any old man. He's a Hollywood old man, okay? So it is kind of shocking that people just talk about like how he's just an old man, dude. Okay. Yeah, so is George Clooney, dude. What the fuck? So is Brad Pitt. I like that we're also talking about Johnny Depp like he's some little guy, you know? He's just a little guy. You guys are... he's just a little guy. He's just a little old man. You're being ageist.
in a panic, he went full fucking Third Reich. He went Fourth Reich. He's trying to fucking... he's trying to keep it going. Sorry I'm laughing about this shit because I don't know what to do about it. It's fucking terrifying. It is absolutely fucking terrifying. Not that he did it, because there's idiots everywhere. It's that the lack of we need to stop this fucking immediately is beyond disturbing.
Oh, look. Someone hardly touched their pumpkin pie. Want to share it with me?
A partially eaten...
Oh my God, I just realized the Big Bang Theory is responsible for Elon Musk. We gave nerds too much clout. Oh my God. We gave nerds too much fucking clout. America got too used to venerating nerds. Oh my God. It is the Vivek Ramaswamy thing. No, it's not like the fact that he was an Iron Man, chat. That's not what I'm talking about. Not because of Elon Musk's appearance in the Big Bang. It's the Big Bang itself. You're misunderstanding my point. It's the show itself rather than the actual fact that Elon Musk was in the show. Big Bang Theory normalized neurodivergent nerds as like lovable figures. Okay? And it made people think that, oh, these people that were bullied their whole lives, they're actually all really nice people. It caused you, okay, it socially conditioned you into thinking that nerds are not capable of being truly evil, abhorrent monsters. It made you think that all nerds, everyone who's neurodivergent is automatically smarter than the average person, and they're automatically like bullied people who actually are always super intelligent and super kind. Okay, they always want what's right. They always want what's just. It's just like the cogs are turning in my mind, okay? The Big Bang Theory, it's the domino meme. Big Bang Theory comes out, Elon Musk is running the country 15 years later. That's what happened. Nobody has the capacity to think that like evil fucking nerds exist. People don't think about nerds as though they are evil, violent monsters sometimes. We think they're all like, oh, it's Sheldon, it's Bazinga. Come on, they're the Sheldon Bazinga guys. They're all lovable losers who just always want to do what's right. Back in the day when the jocks used to run the show, okay, nerds, the position that nerds were in, what was it? Lex Luthor. Big old nerd, okay? Evil villain. Virtually everyone in a fucking doctor's coat is automatically evil in the 90s, all the way up until the early 2010s. Okay? And now, we think nerds are nice. Yeah. Dr. Doom. He got a doctorate in genocide. Okay? Nerds have historically been on both sides of every conflict. Okay? Think about that. You know who else was a doctor? Mengele. I rest my case. It's done. It's over. This is definitely one of the takes of all time. You already know. Dr. Doom doesn't have a doctorate in foreign policy. He's just that good. Yeah. Perhaps Pol Pot was onto something. Okay? He said, no more glasses. You can't see? Well, guess what? To the wall.
Piece of pumpkin pie from a homeless shelter with Elon Musk? You bet I do!
I feel like Bradley Martin would agree to this take. Guys, I wear glasses, okay? Fucking calm down. Also, I'm a nerd. That's legit a joke in the Big Bang Theory. They named all the villains with a PhD and said doctoral committee needed to be more selective. You're a Big Bang liberal?